we have a farm that is off the grid, and it's wind power and solar power. That's bull crap. That is the worst pile of lies. I mean, smelly, stinky, steamy lies. That thing, the wind starts to, you just see it. Wind starting to go down. Does somebody go blow on the windmill, will you? It is awful. It is awful.
So it didn't work in practice at all. I don't know anyone who has wind power. I mean,
let's put it this way. We kept losing the power. We have wind and solar, and we have the batteries. And, underneath the house, with the line of batteries, tightening with a flashlight, tightening all the bolts down. Are the batteries all good? Is everything in line? Is everything working great? Because this isn't pissing me off at all.
Sounds like a relaxing vacation.
Oh, it was great. So, the battery thing has to be exactly right. Otherwise, it doesn't work. And then even when it does work, no, it's not enough to... You have more than a person in a house? What? No, you've got to have much more than this. And so we have our refrigerator runs on propane, which I thought that heat, I don't even know how that one works, but it works on propane. And the good thing is you can get a refrigerator that is a good 3 feet tall, and will, no, seriously. Mm-hmm. And it will keep things at a nice chilly 51 degrees.
Brr. Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. You barely drink it. It's so cold.
How do you keep the milk from freezing? Wow.
Oh, I keep it in the bag under the cow.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's great. It's great. No, it's really good. It's good. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's a pile of crap. Now, here's what, if we still lived out on the farm and we would listen to people who are actually using it, well, then we know it's a pile of crap. It's nice to augment, but by Thursday of last week, we just had the generators running the whole time. Just, hey, this is blowing really bad smoke in the back into the sky. Yeah, don't really care. Get some more coal. Put it in. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's bad.
And that's what when countries try to implement this sort of power in a large sense is exactly what happens. The wind power isn't running all the time. The solar power, obviously, at night isn't running all the time, and they have to augment it with.
If I could build a nuclear power plant, I would.
Or a nuclear.
Yeah, I would build one. I'd build a nuclear power plant. I don't think they'll let me do it, but I'm going to give it a whirl. I see if I can make one without anybody knowing. I'm sure the UN will just write me a nasty letter, but I'll be able to build it. With Russian help.
Well, Hans Blix might come in.
I'm not looking to make weapons. All I'm trying to do is I'm making it for peaceful purposes. What? Seriously. Like Mercury Radio isn't more responsible with nuclear energy power plants than Iran would be? Come on. What's the worst that could happen? They're going to write us a stern letter. Say, stop it. Knock it off.
Something tells me that's not the case.
You might write 17 of them, though. Then that's really bad. You'll know they're really mad.
Mm-hmm. I contend you two would not last 4 days, 3 days.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't even try to last 4 days. By day two, I'd just end it.
See, I wouldn't go there in the first place.
Yeah, that's even better.
So,
yeah. In fact, I had a vacation last week. Didn't go there.
So did I.
Did you go farming?
And no.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I ate things that people got from farms and delivered to restaurants.
Yes, I did too.
And that was delicious.
Did that same
Coward.
Thing. Did that
Coward.
same
thing. You can't look a vegetable in the face.
What do you mean? I look at vegetables.
You know what my home was
run
run by last week? Coal.
Really?
Good old fashioned.
Yeah,
dirty coal. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I would run my house with coal. If I could. Can't. Really did look into that by 2 days into it. I hate to say.
You really don't care. All you want is the energy. I don't care what's powering it.
Yeah.
Just make it work. Yeah. And that's how I think we'd all be. If solar worked great, we'd all be fine with solar.
If I could come back,
that'd be great.
If I could come back to you and say solar energy and wind power is absolutely fantastic and affordable, I would.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
why not?
I mean, the one thing that did go through my head was I'm not connected to anybody else. I'm not connected.
And that's great.
That is fantastic. Mm-hmm. If it worked. Mm-hmm. You know why the swear to you, this is true. You know why the power started shorting out? Why we drained power? Because it took us until about Wednesday or Thursday before the power really started to go. And then it was just, you turn on a light and it go, you know why? Because we drove an hour one way to go get incandescent light bulbs. Oh, yeah. Oh, it was all fluorescent light bulbs. I took them all out. And you know what? I turned the generator on, too. When the fluorescent light bulbs, we turn on the light, because it would happen. You'd turn on the bathroom light and the power,
couldn't handle them.
Couldn't handle them. Don't really care. Wow. Turn the generator on. I refuse to and as we were taking the fluorescent light bulbs out, Rafi was holding the ladder and taking all the fluorescent light bulbs out of every single place in this house, taking them all out. And Mary said, we have to put these in Ziploc bags. And I said, yep, and we're going to take them to some environmentalist house, and we're going to smash them all over the front yard. And she said, Dad, I don't think there are any environmentalists that live around here. And I said, well, we'll save them. Bring them back on the plane. Anyway, as we were taking them out, I was explaining to the kids, look at how insane this is. This is to save the environment. But in Germany, they're having a problem now with their landfills because they went on this a long time ago, and they have so much mercury in the soil now. We've just disconnected from reality and sanity because we're so far away from it. I went to church yesterday in this small town. There's about 400 people who live in this town. I think about 390 of them, I haven't met all of them, but I met about 390 of them I would wish I could be. The people that I met were all rock solid people. And they're the people that, honestly, that if you go to New York, they're the people that on, Central Park would make fun of, mocking. Mock them. Guarantee it. Guarantee it. Because they're all people that work with a tractor. They're all people that really work for a living. You ever think you work for a living? I mean, I played on a tractor last week. I played on it. I didn't work. I mean, yeah, I rounded up some I herded up some cattle. Really? And if it didn't work, I could call somebody and go, the cattle won't listen to me. Can you come get them? These are people who actually work for a living. And it's because of that. Their children are different. I saw a difference in my children within 3 days. Within 3 days. No internet, no television, no phones, no texting. Unfortunately, no electricity, which kind of made the ice cream a little soggy. That one we have to fix. The rest of it, they change. We've changed as a culture because we no longer see nature in action. And when you see nature in action, you see the patterns of life. Because we're no longer close to anything that's not, that you don't plug in, we don't see the patterns in life. We don't see the pattern of the family in life. And the more we plug in, the more we tune out. And the weaker we become as people. Go find yourself some farmland. Go vacation in some town that you probably would have made fun of when you were a kid. This is exactly the kind of town that I would have made fun of as a kid. It's exactly the kind of town that I would say, no way that I would ever live there or want to live there. And I do now.